For more on the growing support for Palestinian statehood, let's bring in Moien Odeh, a lawyer specializing in international law, and he joins us from here in Washington. Moien, I want to pick up where Mitch McCann left off and really talking about how this growing international recognition for a Palestinian state is a very significant symbolic move. But beyond that, does it really change anything on the ground?
Well, thank you for having me. I think that simple answer is, unfortunately, so far is no. Unless all of those countries, the new ones who recognize the state of Palestine, and the old ones who did years ago, start moving from declarations and statements to actions. And what I mean by actions, that they have a clear timeline to what is happening, when is this happening, and to put the Israeli government under a real pressure to stop what's happening in Gaza, to stop what's happening in East Jerusalem, to stop what's happening in the West Bank, and to go back to speak to the Palestinians and to end up with a Palestinian state soon. Because it's not just to give it without a timeline, without actions, without sanctions on the shelf, ready to use against the right-wing Israeli government. Unfortunately, these statements will continue to be symbolic and only declarative statements.
And I think it's important to also note that the U.S. continues to support Israel and support weaponry to Israel and has spoken out against these international recognitions for a Palestinian state.
Correct. And unfortunately, not only the U.S. is keep supporting Israel by weapons, even other European countries who are already declared supporting of the Palestinian state are also helping Israel with weapons or kind of materials to produce weapons. And all of this takes us back to the point that the whole international community here today and tomorrow and during the week when in New York City, the UN General Assembly should for the first time at least in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict stand up and make it clear to all the sides, and mainly to the Israeli Prime Minister, that enough is enough. Let's go back and let's finish this conflict once and forever. So I think it's a good opportunity for all of these international bodies, mainly the UN General Assembly, to show the whole world that the UN is really doing what it's supposed to do, and that the international community is doing what's supposed to do, and they are really taking actions and not only statements.
Yeah, and as you were answering that question, we should tell our viewers we're showing live pictures of UN General Assembly and Antonio Gutierrez. We're just moments away from this meeting getting underway with dozens of member states, and the discussion, of course, is going to be Palestinian statehood. What kind of response, Moien, can we expect from Israel, which continues to expand illegal Jewish settlements in the occupied West Bank? And of course, now there's some talk they're considering annexing parts of the occupied West Bank.
Well, we already started seeing reactions on the ground. Like if you ask any average Palestinian man in the street now, he will tell you about the hundreds of the new gates separating the small villages and neighborhoods in the West Bank between each other. They will talk to you about the bad economical situation that they are living under. They will talk to you about preventing thousands of them from traveling around the world. So there will already started being actions here. The big fear, at least on international level, is now the annexation, as you mentioned. Unfortunately, many settlements leaders in Israel asking the Prime Minister Netanyahu to do this. I hope that Netanyahu is wise enough to understand that this move will affect Israel more than anything else. It doesn't matter if even Israel will decide to annex West Bank. This will not make any difference.
So,
Palestinians will continue living there.
Yeah, Moien, we're running out of time, so I got to get my final question in. And if Benjamin Netanyahu actually does go ahead with annexing parts of the West Bank, will that essentially destroy any prospect of a Saudi-Israeli normalization? The Saudis have made it clear that is a red line for them.
I think we heard that clearly, not only for the Saudis, statement that they said, but only also with the Abraham Accords that already Israel signed with Bahrain, with the United Arab Emirates. So I think that will have a big effect on all of these sides. So let's wait and see what the Israeli Prime Minister and the Israeli government will do. But I think it's a very good opportunity for the whole world and for the whole international community to stand up and to show that it's time to end this 70 years old conflict.
All right, Moien Odeh, thank you so much, sir.